What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video we have a really cool unboxing and kind of like a build. And as you guys know, I do love display things, and this is actually a really cool display case. I'm really excited to put together and display some awesome Hot Wheels. Before we get into that, I do want to mention I am doing another giveaway on my merch store. I know it's been a little while, but I'm bringing back the giveaways. And what we got here is a Hot Wheel RLC Volkswagen Cowabunga Volkswagen Beetle. And we also have another giveaway going on, a 2024 collector edition Nissan Silvia. I'm giving both of these cars away to you guys. All you have to do is hop onto my merch store, shopemptyparadise.com, or there's going to be links in the description down below. So make sure you go check that out. You guys hop on my store. Whenever you make purchases, you automatically get entered into the giveaway. For every $5 you spend, you get entered into both of them. So you actually have double chance of winning. So make sure you go check that out. And I'm doing 10% off the rest of the year. So the giveaways end on December 31st, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 10% off all the way until the end of that date. So like I said, the entire website, 10% off of everything, automatically applied at checkout. And if you guys do spend more than $99, you automatically get free shipping on top of all that. So what's better than money off in multiple different ways and giveaways? So make sure you go check it out, shopemptyparadise.com, to get entered today. But let's go ahead and bust open this. Also, down in the description, there will be a link to pick up this display case if you guys are interested in picking that up. And I will have some assembly required. Let me just set this box out of the way here. But wow, this is like wrapped up really well. There's a lot of padding around this, which is, I think, really awesome. I love to see whenever you order stuff that's probably going to be delicate, to see this much attention to detail in the packaging. So we'll go ahead and cut this open. And something that's really funny that I don't think I've really noticed before is there are wires. So I thought this was just like a simple display. Honestly, I didn't look at the description well enough, but I think it has lights and everything in it too, which is really awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and unpack this, and I'll catch back up with you guys in just a few seconds. Alright, so after opening everything up, I'm like looking around and I do not see instructions anywhere. So I guess we're probably just going to have to figure this out. I will do kind of like a build process. So if you guys do pick this up, you guys can kind of watch what I'm doing. And if there are any mistakes, I will figure them out, and you guys can just figure out what not to do if I do mess up something. But this is the base level right here. There's going to be like an elevator that kind of goes up, different tiers. And you got 3 parking stalls on either side, plus like a little road section. And then we also have the plexiglass sides and the plexiglass front. It does have like a protective film on them, which I'll remove at the very end. And then we also have the back wall here, which looks pretty cool. So obviously that'll be right there. And then the other levels, here's like another, actually this right here is the top floor where it has more parking spots, but also there are LEDs right here. And then there's some plugs right here in the back. And then there's these little cables that can kind of connect each floor so that they can all sync together. And then you do have the USB right there with like a little clicker switch. So this is actually kind of cool. It does include like the screws and everything. And then there's like a little railing that goes across the kind of back on the top. So that'll be kind of nice. So let's go ahead, and I would say I'm going to go ahead and start with the front. It looks like this would slide in. Since this is the top. Okay, so I can slide this in from the back, and that's where like the wires are going to go through in these slots right here. So let's just go ahead and begin. It does have these 2 wooden kind of dowels right here, the square ones. We're going to screw those into place. So it's going to be like the main structure, and then we're going to stack up everything, like the little kind of entrance to the elevator and everything is going to just pop right in place. So let's go ahead, bust open the little bag of screws. And if you guys don't want to watch this whole build process, you guys can skip to the end, and I will be showing you guys kind of like with the lights on and everything. I'm going to start loading it up with some Hot Wheels and seeing what it looks like actually in use. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and stand this up here. And I do like how they do have the like recess so that the screw heads don't just stick out. Alright, so now we got the main dowels here. It's kind of like the main structure of the entire thing. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and take the little front of the elevator. I guess it doesn't really matter which one goes first. So let's pop that into place. And then we have a couple sides. So we'll just make sure that the print is on the outside and pop those in place. There we go. And that'll then start to cover up the two dowels here. Alrighty. And since this is the very top, we're going to set it aside. And we're going to just do... I believe these ones are exactly the same. I don't see any difference with them. I don't think it really matters. And I guess we'll just go ahead and slide that down over top of the dowels. There we go. And then we'll get the little elevator walls to line up. And then we'll pop those in place. Alright. There we go. Man, this is actually like already looking pretty cool. Alrighty. So now we can go ahead and I guess let's do the next one. This is actually pretty simple. So it does not come with instructions, but it's not too bad to honestly just figure it out. And then the slots for the plexiglass do come all the way out. So I will be able to slide that in at the end instead of having to do it like all during the build. So it does make it pretty convenient to do it like along the way. Alrighty. Let's slide this one in next. Same thing as the floor right below it. We'll just get that little wall to line up. Get those to line up. There we go. It's actually super easy. And then, I almost forgot. So let's now do the last little elevator walls here to cover up those. Alrighty. Alright. And now we'll go ahead and just set this right on top. There we go. And luckily there are little screw holes in the top, so we'll go ahead and just drop 2 screws here. And it is recessed, so what we'll actually have to do is, once we put Hot Wheels on the top, it'll cover up these little top screws. And it should actually line up fairly simple. There we go. Boom, there we go. That's actually like really easy. That build was not bad at all, and as you can see, like it just looks like elevators right there. That is really cool. If you guys are curious, the backside is open. So you can see all of that, which I think this whole thing is pretty cool. I like how the main structural aspect of it is in the back, so you can still line up like all the front sections with cars. But let's go ahead, set it right here, and I guess we'll go ahead and put the plexiglass sides in. It does look like there is some plastic on it, so I'll go ahead and peel that off. All right, and these will just pop right in here on the sides. And then we got that section that goes across the whole back, which also has some plastic on it. Alrighty, that looks really nice. And there we go. So now we got that on there, which looks amazing. And let's see. I really hope I didn't mess this up. I hope I can still slide this through, which let me get it in the little grooves here. And there we go. Oh, that is perfect. Wow, that looks awesome. So now the whole back is completely concealed. And then obviously you have like the little slots for the plugs. And what do you guys think of that? That's looking really amazing. And then we still have the plexiglass sides to slide in. Let's go ahead and grab these. Alrighty, and now I can slide that plexiglass side all the way in there. Look at that. This is coming together so quick and easy. Honestly, I was kind of like a little annoyed that they did not include an instruction manual, but after putting stuff together for years and years, I would say that they did engineer this, or yeah, I guess you could say engineered. They engineered this to go together really quick and easy with very little complications. And they did make it very simplistic, but very well thought out. Go ahead and slide that around and get this piece slid into place. Oh, This one's a little bit more snug than the other side. There we go. All right, now we got the sides on. And it does come with a piece that goes across the front, which I'm not actually going to put that in just yet. But obviously it'll then cover up the entire thing so you can keep everything dust free. But wow, that was honestly really quick and easy. And I actually do have some Hot Wheels just handy. I recently did a video with a whole bunch of vehicles. So I have a bunch of Transformers. And then we also have a Hot Wheel Elite 64 Toyota Tacoma. And then we do have the Optimus Prime truck right here. So let's go ahead. We can just kind of set cars anywhere, everywhere. Man, this is like really awesome. And honestly, it turned out a lot better than I expected. And it does hold a lot of Hot Wheels. You could have them all in the parking spots and then have like the 2 rows of traffic and like up above also like completely solid with cars. But let's go ahead and plug in the wires next. And I'm a little curious how this exactly plugs in, because we have these 2 right here, which are little connectors to connect each floor. And then there's also the regular plug. So when we spin this whole thing around here, we'll see that there's 2 plugs right here, 2 there, and 2 there. So I'd assume that somehow these just plug in each floor together. Obviously, they're not long enough to go from the top floor all the way down. I don't know exactly which plug to use. I don't know if I just plug it in like this. And then maybe like... We'll try different things and see what works. To me, like this makes sense to kind of do it like that. Kind of go from this floor to this one and then this one up here. But now when it comes to the power supply, there's only one. So I'm curious if it matters if we just kind of plug it in at one end of it, if it'll just automatically kick on. But we are going to find out here in a second. All right. And luckily you've got like a decently long cable. And I actually do, because where the outlets are, I'm going to go ahead and grab my USB extension. We'll have links in the description down below for that as well. It's really helpful, especially when you do have projects like this that do have a USB plug and it's not long enough. So let me go ahead and grab that extension. Alright, so now I got that USB extension cord here. Like I said, there's going to be a link in the description down below if you guys want to pick that up. Also a link for this thing. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll plug that in and we shall see if we just... Oh, there we go. It automatically kicked on. So yes, that configuration, I don't think it really matters which one down here. I just did like the one kind of closer to the side. I just went from the outer one, and then the inner one to the inner one. Plugged in on top. Let me go ahead and turn that off so I can spin it around here for you guys. And you can see what it looks like. Oops, one of those cars kind of slid out of place. There we go. Just spin it around for you so I can show you guys what this thing looks like. But man, I really like this whole display. But let's go ahead and turn it on in 3, 2, 1. Boom! Just like that. We have this whole thing lit up. And especially if you do have the cars kind of tucked away, you can still definitely see them. And the whole thing just looks really cool. Super, like, just really bright, honestly. And with like the little display, with the little glass on the sides, it does look really cool being able to see it. I mean, you can still clearly see the cars from the side. This thing is a really awesome display case. But like I said, there's going to be a link in the description down below if you guys want to pick this up. It is on Amazon and you can have it at your house really quick. And I really enjoy this thing. It looks really good. The quality seems pretty high. And like the levels are kind of like MDF board with almost like a laminate type kind of texture on there. And then the like obviously like the plastic plexiglass sides, the little elevator walls are all plastic and it's all like heavy duty. And I think this thing is really awesome. The build time was actually super quick. And I honestly did not expect it to be that simple, but it was very simple, and I think this thing's awesome. If you guys did like this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button down below. But like I said, don't miss out on the giveaways I have going on. These things are absolutely amazing. You do not want to miss out on those. But if you guys did like the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this and other awesome Hot Wheels videos. But thank you for watching.